Startups like to run lean, and often one of the first things to get cut is the bureaucracy of human resources. But eliminating HR can lead to a lot of unforeseen problems. Welcome to the 29th floor. I'm Kate Davis, and I'm here with my colleague, Cale Weissman. Cale, aside from saving money, what are some of the other reasons why startups tend to cut HR?
One of them is that it cuts out the bureaucracy. A lot of startups don't want to look like a big corporate bureaucratic 1,000-person company, so they don't need that kind of structure. Instead, they can offer services like dashboards, which deal with benefits and that kind of stuff. And with that, you cut out the need for those kinds of roles within the office, and they think it helps create a sort of culture which is very individualized, if that makes any sense.
What are some of the downsides to not having an HR department?
The most glaring issue about not having an HR department is that there's no human in the office to deal with those kinds of problems. So if I feel uncomfortable in the workplace, I would need an HR person to talk with. That's the reason why they exist. So if you're having problems, with one of your colleagues and it's an issue of company culture, you feel uncomfortable in there, it might be very hard for you to go to the top brass and say, hey, I'm having a problem.
So is there an example of this happening recently?
Well, GitHub is one of the most prominent examples we have to this day. They had a female engineer who was being harassed by both one of the co-founders and the co-founders' wives, and she ostensibly had nowhere to turn, and it turned into a big he said, she said, and she ended up quitting and going to the press.
So it sounds like it's very important for HR to kind of be a gatekeeper for diversity in hiring and to kind of be there for like conflict mediation if something goes wrong. But is there other things that HR serves an important role for startup?
You can work at a company that has unlimited vacation time, but the HR person would be the person who would be able to say, you should go on vacation, or you have these benefits, you have dental, you have this free gym membership. If you might know about it because you signed your offer letter, but an HR person is someone who would help you enforce these benefits that are so helpful and great at working at companies.
So if I'm starting a company, what's the one piece of advice I would need regarding HR?
Well, I would say that there are some really good tools out there, dashboards that automate benefits, payroll, etc., and they're great and they save you a lot of money. But as you start to scale and as you get bigger and you have more people besides your core group, it is really important that you have someone there who helps protect the people and you, and that deals with the human side of the company that you might neglect when you're dealing with the business side of it.
Have you worked at a company without HR? Do you think it's necessary? Let us know with the hashtag 29th floor.